Hello, it's Nigezza, Jez from nigezza.blogspot.com. Thank you for joining me when I'm showcasing the Autumn Winter catalogue new things, and I'm also making things for the challenge that Crafty Caroline Creates has set us Simply Stylish Stampers, her team, to use embossing. So I've been playing with the great big Snowflake Embossing folder, Winter Wonders, which is in the new Autumn Winter catalogue. So I've made this very simple single layer card, a nice fairly good size card there. It's 4 1/4 square, and then I've done a version of it stepped up where I've sort of layered it. It is Simply Stunning, or Simply Stylish as we're called. So I'll show you how I did these simple cards. I'm using some extra thick Whisper White, and I'm using the Snowflake embossing folder, and I want to make a square card, so I took a piece of extra thick Whisper White, which in the UK is 8 1/4 across the ways. So I've cut it at 4 1/8, so when it's folded in half it'll be 4 1/8 square. You can adjust your sizes accordingly in the States or anywhere else in the world if you have different shaped paper. And then so I've got 2, and then I've done a 6 by 3 piece here, so I'm going to make a little 3 by 3 card. So that is 3 cards out of 1 sheet, and a couple of little bits left over. We always need little bits of scrap, don't we? And then I'm going to do 2 cards, and I'm going to do 1 simple and 1 I'm going to step it up a bit. So I've got a little square of ordinary Whisper White for the steppy up a bit. So we need to fold them in half. So I'm going to use my my trimmer so if you haven't got a scoreboard but you've got one of these, then that's fabulous. So I'm going to go to 4 1/4 there, and rather than use the score tool, I'm going to use my bone folder, and then that will be a lovely square there. And just burnish it. I'm going to do the other one whilst we're about it. And then I'll do the little strip to make a 3 by 3. There we go. So that's my card base is done. And then for the first, what I really simply want to do is emboss a snowflake on it. So that's the front. I'm going to put the Sizzits name down. If you've seen my video for my big cube box, then this is how I did it in that. So with that lined there at the centre of my stamp mat, then I can place this over it so that I centre it nicely, and then I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape to hold it in place so that it doesn't move around. I'm going to take some of the stickiness off to try and avoid ripping anything on the middle of my card. There we go. check that that is centered. I might just move it up a tad. So this is the alternative, just do it by looking at it. There we go. And then I'm just going to run this through my big shot and come back to you. So here we have it. So you have to fold your card around the back of your embossing folder, and there we have a beautifully embossed snowflake, and you've got the deboss on the inside. Very simple. And then all I do to that is take a nice rhinestone and stick it in the middle, and that is it. Simple, simplicity itself, and quite good. You could do some extra rhinestones if you want, but I quite like it just like that, and it does actually match the box that I made, except that's in very vanilla and this is in Whisper White, but if you did it in Whisper White it would match. Okay, and then just to step it up a little bit, I embossed a square of our ordinary Whisper White, so that that can get stuck on the front of the card to give it a little bit of extra dimension. And I think I might pop it up on some dimensionals as well. I'm going to put a rhinestone in the middle of that one as well, because I just think that looks stunning. And then I'm going to get a pack of dimensionals. I might need to get another pack, and let's put it on the right side, or the wrong side, which is the right side. Oh, need some more dimensionals. What's on here? There we go. I only just decided to pop it up. I was going to just stick it down. That's why they went out. It's my excuse. I'm going to put one in the middle. And then I think I'll put one at these points. And the nice thing is that one-dimensional thickness will still go through ordinary post. If you're still posting Christmas cards, I know lots of people don't do it anymore, do they? They like donate to charity and don't actually give Christmas cards. I really like giving Christmas cards. There's some people that I know that live miles away from me, some of them not even in this country, and I think a Christmas card's a really lovely way to let those people know I am thinking of them. And then I usually put a newsletter in as well, tell them what's been happening with me and my family since the last year. And it might only be the only correspondence that we have during the year, but I know I look forward to receiving those newsletters from people, and I'm sure they enjoy receiving them from me. Or if they don't, they're too polite to tell me. Although I did have one year I was really, really busy, and one of my uncles went, "Oh, I missed your newsletter." So there you go, people do read them. So I am simply going to stick that in the middle there, like so. So that's the two. One that's just flat and one with a little extra bit of pop. Both of them, I think, quite elegant and stunning. There we go. A really quick project for you today. See you again soon.